Let's review it. Okay. Now prefix means what? Prefix means it is a group of letters that is added to a root word or a base word which makes a new word with a different meaning. Okay. So whenever a prefix is added to a root word, the meaning of that word changes and it forms a new word. Alright. Now let us look out the prefixes. Today we are going to learn these prefixes: un, un, in, re, mis, and this. Okay. Now u and un means not. Okay. It conveys the negative idea. Now the prefixes im, mis, and this. These four prefixes are used to convey the opposite ideas. Okay. Whereas the prefix rev is used when the action is done again. Re means to do it again. Okay. Now let us solve exercise 2.1. Before solving the exercise, let me tell you that whenever we have to add the prefixes, now you might be having a query, right? That how to add these prefixes and to which word. Okay. So my dear children, whenever we are adding the prefixes, we have to focus on the root word. There are no such rules which are mentioned to write the prefix before the root word. Okay. Now how can we understand then which prefix to be added to the given word? Okay. So my dear children, there are no such rules mentioned. But I can tell you about one rule. Okay. Whenever the root word starts or begins with B, M or P. Alright. Whenever the root word begins with the letter B, M or P. Okay. We use the prefix in. But not in all cases. Sometimes a word can start with letter B, M or P, but the prefix in will not be valid there. So it is not in all the cases. But in most of the cases, we can use in for the words that start with B, M and P. Alright. Now let us begin with the exercise. Exercise 2.1. Complete the table by combining the base words with the correct prefixes. Now, our first word is fortune. Now, fortune means what? Fortune means it's destiny or our future. Okay, what are we blessed with? Got it? So, what will be the opposite word of fortune? Now, you have to add prefix from here. Can you add unfortune? No. Okay. If it would be fortunate, then we would have added the prefix unfortunate. Okay. But it is fortune. Alright. So, which prefix we can add? Now, u and un? No. Infortune? No. Infortune, now the word is not starting with B, M and P. So, we cannot add in. Alright. Refortune means to create the fortune again. No, it cannot be created again. Okay. So, what we can use? Misfortune. Yes. Okay. So, let us write it here. Misfortune. Alright. Now, our next word is healthy. Now, healthy means we are having a good health. Okay. So, what will be the opposite? Just opposite of this. And which prefix can we use? Now, healthy, the opposite of healthy is not to be healthy. Okay. So, we can use the prefix un because the meaning of un is not. Alright. So, I will write it down here. Unhealthy. What is it? Unhealthy. Now, next word is agree. Now, agree means we are accepting something. Okay. Now, which prefix can we add? No. Re-agree? No. Misagree? No. We can say disagree. Okay, agree and disagree. So what is the prefix that will add to agree? It is dis. Okay, so let us write disagree. So I have written disagree over here. Alright. Now next word is patient. Now first of all, I would like to say that this word starts with the letter P. This word starts with the letter P. So it is patient. And then I have already told you that whenever the word starts with B, M or P, we can write a prefix in. Okay. So we will mention it here. Impatient. Okay. Impatient. Next is formal. Okay. So what can be the prefix for formal? Can we use unformal? No. Can we use informal? Yes. We might have heard, right? Formal letter, informal letter, right? So we can mention it here. Informal. Next is act. Now act means it is an action. Okay. Here in this word some action is done. Right? Act. Okay. Means to do the action. So what can we add here? Now this action can be done again. Right? So what can we write? We can write react. What can we write? React. So here are the prefixes that I have added to the given root word. Fortune becomes misfortune, healthy becomes unhealthy, agree becomes disagree, patient becomes impatient, formal becomes informal, and act becomes react. Okay. Now let us move towards exercise 2.2. Alright. What is exercise 2.2? Fill in the blanks by choosing and adding suitable prefixes to the base words given in the bracket. Now, in these sentences, the base words to which we have to, the base words are given to which we have to add the prefixes. Okay. Now let us see our first sentence. Razia was upset because of Mohan's polite behavior. Now, polite means to behave in a good manner. Okay. Can anybody will be upset because of a polite behavior? No. So, just focus on the word polite. Okay. Now, it is starting with P. Right? So, what prefix can we add? As mentioned here, we can add the prefix impolite. Impolite means not to be polite. Okay. It is conveying the negative idea. Alright. And it is the opposite word of polite. Polite becomes impolite. So, let us write. Impolite. Now, let us move towards our next sentence. The road was even. As a result, my mother fell down and hurt herself. Now, even means what? Even means it is straight, you can say. Alright, means it is of equal length or equal size. Alright. Now, if the road is plain, do you think can animal fall down? Yes, there are chances, but very less chances. But if the road is uneven, means it is not equal, then what happens? Sometimes we fell down. Alright. So what is mentioned here? That mother fell down and hurt herself. Why? Because the road was even? No, because it was not even. So which word conveys the meaning of directly? Not un. Okay, un is the prefix that means not. Alright, so you can write uneven. Uneven. Now let us move towards our next sentence. The teacher asked her students not to behave. Now, behave, what can be the opposite word for behave? Now, as you can see, over here B is mentioned. So now you will think that we can add im over like writing. Now, what is mentioned here? That I enjoy reading. Now, sometimes it happens someone likes to read, someone likes to write. Someone likes to read but don't like to write. Someone likes to write but don't like to read. Right? So, over here, we can say that the person is in this sentence, it is mentioned that I enjoy reading but don't like writing. Okay? Here the word but is mentioned here. So here it is to convey that we enjoy writing but don't like enjoy reading but don't like writing. Okay? So what can we write here? What can be the prefix? Now you will say that we are not liking it. Right? So it can be un. Yes, my dear children, we can use un prefix for the word like, unlike. But in some cases, what happens now? What is the meaning of unlike? Means when we are talking about something which is not similar to another. That time we use unlike. Okay, the meaning of word like changes. Okay, but over here we cannot use unlike. What can we use? We can use dislike. Okay, means not to like. So I will write it down here. Dislike. I enjoy reading but dislike writing. Alright. Now let us move towards next sentence. India became an dash means independent country in 1947. Now my dear children, the word dependent means to depend on someone. Now before 1947, Britishers were ruling over India for about 150 years. Right? So India was dependent on Britishers that time. But now India is free. It is not dependent. So what can we use? We can use independent. Okay? We already know that we celebrate Independence Day. Right? When do we celebrate Independence Day? We celebrate it on 15th August 1947. So what is the opposite word of dependent? The opposite word of dependent is independent. Independent. Okay, my dear children. Now, next sentence. Did Roger turn your pen? Now, turn your pen, it doesn't has any meaning, right? Turn your pen, no. Now, suppose Roger has taken your pen and he wants to give it back. Alright? So, what can we say here? We can say return because the prefix re means to do the action again. So, we can return the pen. Alright? So, I am writing here. Return. So, my dear children, here we have solved exercise 2.1 and exercise 2.2. So, I hope that you have understood how to add prefixes. Whenever we have to add the prefix, we have to think or we have to focus on the root word. And then we have to add the prefix. Alright? So, you have to read dictionaries or any other storybooks where many kinds of prefixes are mentioned. So that this will improve your knowledge for adding the prefixes. Okay, my dear children, thank you so much.